In 3.5 here, it looks like we just jump from systems of equations to these things called matrices. That's how you spell this, matrices. That's plural of matrix. Okay, and in this intro video, I just want to show you what a matrix is, how we define a matrix, and how two matrices could be equal to each other. And then in the next video, we'll add them and subtract them and stuff like that. So a matrix is, first of all, just to communicate that we're writing a matrix, we use these square brackets. And I have, let's say, A, B, C, D, E, F. Okay, that's a matrix. Normally in a matrix, these would be numbers. So an example of a matrix would be 1, 2, 3, 7, 9, 4, whatever. They could be any numbers. They could be negative. They could be variables even. Could have this be an X. There's just stuff inside here, that's all. It needs to be in a rectangular form. So this would not be a matrix. 1, 3, 5, 9, 7. There needs to be something there. Even if it's a 0, there needs to be something written there. So that's a matrix. And a matrix it could be any size that you want. So this matrix would be this is kind of a weird thing that we're not used to. First we look at the vertical, then the horizontal. Okay, so how tall is it and how wide is it, or how many rows are there and how many columns are there. So there's 2 rows by 3 columns. Okay, this one, just making up numbers here. Alright, so there's a bunch of numbers that I've thrown in there. This one has 3 rows, 1, 2, 3, by 1, 2, 3, 4 columns, 3 by 4. It's going to be really easy to slip up and say 4 by 3 because I think it's because that's how we graph things. We go X and then Y. And now we have to look at the vertical and then the horizontal. So just a little tricky. Something you just got to get used to. Now just for equality of matrices. This is 1, 2, 5, 7. If this is going to be equal to some matrix, say that there's, let's say that's A, B, C, and D. First of all, I don't know, you wouldn't believe me if I said 1, 2, 5, 7, 2, 5, 7 is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't think you'd believe that. Because for one thing, this is a different size than this. This is a 2 by 2, this is a 2 by 3. That doesn't make any sense. Would you believe me if I said 1, 2, 5, 7 is equal to 1, 2, 5, 3? Are those equal? No. Even though you don't know the technical definition of equality of matrices, it doesn't make any sense. 7 and 3 should be the same. So if these are equal, then A would have to be 1, and B would have to be 2, C would have to be 5, and D would have to be 7 here. So that's equality of matrices. They have to be the same size, and every entry has to be identical. Alright, and that's going to be it. In the next video, we'll add and subtract and do things like that with matrices.